Said, fuck the intro. Am I live? I can't tell if I'm live or not. I didn't do the intro because the sun's going down fast and I didn't want y'all to miss this because it is freaking beautiful. I've been accused of having a green screen, but there ain't no green screen here, folks. This is all real. And we are about to get wet because it's going to start coming down any minute. All right, we'll see who we got here. I didn't do the intro, guys, because the sun was going down fast and I didn't want to waste a single minute of it. Hold on, I'll start saying some hellos here pretty soon. What's up, Lala? What's up, Melinda? How you doing? What's up, Nippa? What's up, Dr. Mortician? What's up, Ghost Malone? Hey, been a while. Glad to see you back around. What's up, White Claw? What's up, Miranda? What's up, Marlboro Man? I really don't have a whole hell of a lot to talk about. I just wanted to. I was doing this on Instagram, but sometimes I prefer to go live on Instagram because like it's a smaller audience and it tells me who the hell they are. But I decided to not be selfish and I would share this with y'all. I'm gonna have to get out of it pretty soon because it's starting to rain. Come on, freaking lighter. Don't tell me you're out of fluid. God damn it. Hold on. How can that be? I just spilled the damn thing. Well, all right. I think I got a spare. There we go. What's up, Richard B? Hold on, guys. I'm not really reading your comments here. Yeah, the link's pinned, guys. I don't really have a topic. If you want to hop up here and start some bullshit, go for it. I am going to have to take cover here pretty soon, though. And I will get you, my pretty, and your little fucking dog, too. We definitely are not in Kansas anymore. All right. I see somebody's trying to hop up. Give me a second here. Or I should say, I hear somebody trying to hop up. Give me a minute. Hey, what's going on? Hold on. All right. I don't want to get helicopter. I'm trying to bring up my screen. There we go. What can I do for you?
Hello. Hey, Bill.
Oh, shit. Hey,
Can
Miranda, what's going on? Yeah.
Okay.
Loud and clear.
I'm at work. Almost finished working. I'm on break right now. Yeah. All right. I remember how I told you, like on Instagram, about Tommy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I told you it wouldn't be. I told you it's not real. I don't think it'd be a good idea.
No, Bill. Look, I don't care about the Tommy's other stupid people because I never disrespected them. They always disrespect me when I always donated to Tommy, and I never complained about anything, about no money, no bullshit. Because, at the end of the day, I don't worry about nothing on YouTube or anything. I just worried about real life shit.
Right, but people like to get you riled up, and then you go crazy about it for 2 weeks. And
it's not the people.
Look, let me ask. Hold on a second. One second, Miranda. If I don't let you say what you got to say, you're probably just gonna go on somebody else's panel and say it, right?
I mean, come on, Bill. We did it before, please. I mean, I just like trusting you only.
I know. I know that, Miranda, but I told you, I don't think if you're gonna do it, fine, do it. But I don't think it's a good idea because it's just gonna draw you heat.
I don't care. I barely be on the YouTube channel. I don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. What I want is like how I told you, and like how I told Ed. Like what I want is the truth of why Tommy is lying about the hotel thing. And I told you, he started it. I'ma finish it. I'ma finish it. I'm telling you. I'ma keep on bothering you. I'ma keep on bothering Tommy for him mentioning me about a stupid hotel that I never knew about. Because Musa's wife texted me that day when I went to work at Publix when I was working on my day off. And then Tommy said on
Hmm.
his live chat saying, "Oh, we were supposed to just go out and eat dinner." He said that, and I'm like, I texted him and I said, "Yes, we were supposed to go out and eat dinner." That was it. But then FM blowing up on the other side of his YouTube channel saying that he wanted to rent a hotel with me and he was calling my name on his channel. And I have the YouTube channel downloaded and everything to prove that I'm not lying, but they're saying who started it.
All right.
So Tommy started this whole bullshit. If he's gonna keep on starting, I'm gonna keep on turning on the fire. I don't care. He wants to mess with me, I'm gonna mess with him back. And if he doesn't want to tell me the truth right now and go on your panel and say shit because he's a pussy. He doesn't want to say shit. He's scared. He knows the truth hurts. And I'm telling him, he keep on mentioning me with that hotel shit. He's gonna get it. I don't care about nobody on no live comments, chat, whatever you call that shit. I don't care about that. What I want is Tommy to say it and admit it that he wanted to go rent a hotel. That's it. Because I have 4 kids and I don't, you know, when people get me mad, it's not pretty. I'm just letting you know. That's
Yeah,
why I
I
trust you,
know.
Bill. Bill, this is
That's
why I
why I was
trust
trying to
you.
talk you
You
out of
never
this.
get look, Bill. You never get me mad. You never make me upset. Nothing. Never. And you never disrespect my kids, unlike Tommy did, and his stupid fucking people. Cause I don't care. You and Ed never disrespected my kids and me.
No,
That's
I
it.
don't disrespect people's kids.
No. And on Tommy's live chat, they did. And I have screenshots of all that. And I don't give a shit. Tommy wants to clean up the problem. I'm gonna finish it until he comes out and say it that he wanted to rent a hotel with me. Until he comes out, if he doesn't say shit, I'm gonna keep on going, keep on, fucking around with him. I'm gonna keep on fucking around with him. He's gonna see the bad
Well,
side of me. He doesn't want to see the bad side of me. I'm telling you, I have 4 kids. This is why I barely be on this fucking live chat. I don't care about people on Bill. Who cares about the people on the fucking Tommy's people on his fucking commenting on your shit? Who cares? I don't care. I don't care, bro. On some real nigga shit. I don't care. What I
no,
care is that Tommy wasn't. What I care is that I want Tommy to say the truth and stop being a pussy and come up and say, "Yes, Miranda, it's my fault, and I apologize." If he apologizes, I'm good. I'm calm. If he apologizes, I'm good. If he doesn't, I'm gonna keep on bringing it. The fire. I'm gonna keep on fucking with him and his people. I don't care, Bill. You know that.
all right, go ahead. Go ahead
I
and
don't
say
care.
what you got to say,
And
because
FM wanted me to mention my name on his channel that day when I never fucking name him. Like I never say his name and shit, and he wants to say my name, and I don't even know the fucking nigga. For real, on some real nigga shit. Nah, this is gonna happen until Tommy says that. He says that. Until he tells me, that's it. That's all I want. That's all I want to say. Have a good night, Bill.
all right. Okay. Have a good one. Well, I tried to talk her out of that for like 2 weeks. So I guess if she's gonna find a panel somewhere. All right. I don't even want to know what you guys are saying right now. Well, if you're lucky, you'll be able to see me get sucked off by a tornado. I don't know if I have enough battery left for that or not, but we'll find out. Yeah, guys, I she's been talking about this for weeks, well, actually months, and I've been telling her not to do it. She asked me to make her a panel, and I wouldn't do it because. But if she's gonna do it, she's gonna do it on somebody's panel somewhere. You know what I mean? So I don't know. At least here, if she starts getting too worked up, I would have went ahead and kicked her. I've done it before. This was supposed to be just a nice, relaxing sunset stream, but no, we can't do that, can we? All right, yeah, my phone's getting wet. Andrea, nice to see you around. I was missing you. I haven't seen you around in a while. Yeah, this is why we can't have nice things. You're right. What's up, Jilly? Oh yeah, guys. I was so advised last night. I mean, I did take a bunch of wrenches a few days ago, and it seems that I have inadvertently taken at least one. I got that fixed. Um, so if you lost your wrench here and you don't think that it's right, you can DM me and we'll see whether or not I fucked up. All right. Does anybody else want to come up here and light a fire? What's up, Bab? How you doing? I'm gonna steal one of my dad's Mountain Dews. Now, if I really, 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 really like you guys, I'd throw on my poncho and just go out there and stand in the middle of it. But I haven't gotten any booby pics in a while, so I really don't like it all that much. Oh, I don't want to get helicoptered, so no thank you. We almost got it, guys. We almost got a helicopter. We only need 2 more box tops. that Blondie would say otherwise. Oh, yeah. Um, not all information that gets said on a jail phone call is accurate. I hate to break it to y'all. Do you have any idea what she was talking about? Yes, I do. Um, hold on. I'll give me a second here, and I will. I'll tell you what she was talking about. Okay, if I remember the story right, uh, according to FM, Tommy told FM that him and Miranda were Tommy and Miranda were going to get a hotel room together. um, and I don't know if any of that. I don't know the truth to any of that. I'm just telling you what I know of it. And I've been discouraging Miranda from going on a panel and talking about this. She's asked me to make one for her for this reason, and I wouldn't do it. Um, and she was going to go on a panel somewhere and say it no matter what. So I figured, at least on mine, she has a little bit of protection, because if things get too out of hand, I would have bumped her off. So that's what that was about. I mean, I didn't want her to. I advised her against it for two reasons. One, because I don't know if it's true or not, and two, because people like to get her worked up, and she freaks out, and it's not cool. I mean, I actually don't usually let her up here, but I wasn't paying attention when I added her. And she's gonna go on somebody's panel and say it anyway, so fuck it. Supposedly before he got married. Yes, I believe it was. And why does she feel the need to tell the world? I don't know. Like I said, I told her it wasn't a good idea. I think she's mad. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because I don't know. Is that win better? You also remember Tommy was in her town saying she was trying to get him to meet her, and he kept making excuses, saying he doesn't know the city. I don't know. I don't know what she told me before was that FM said that Tommy said that. She said that she has the stream, but I don't know. I do remember a long time ago her talking about that, but like I don't remember the details, and I don't remember ever actually seeing it myself. So I don't know. I just wanted to have a nice, peaceful sunset stream, y'all, and maybe get blown away by a tornado. How much clout do I get if I actually get got by a tornado? Well, Miranda, since you've already lit the match, if you want to clear up anything, I don't know. I don't know if I want you back up here. Oh shit! I knew this would happen, y'all. I'm getting a shitload of messages right now, but I can't check them at the moment. All right, there's a ditch right here in front of me. I don't want to fall into. At least not yet. Them fucking windmills. Well, we had a tornado go through here a couple of months ago. It ripped some of them windmills apart, and they fucking like those giant ass blades went flying. I wish I could have seen it happen, but I saw the aftermath. I hate them damn things. Bill hates when angels hit on each other. No, it's actually kind of titillating because outside of Dead Twist or Three Dad Twist, whichever it is, I don't know. I think Three Dad Twist is either a sexual position or a drink, and I've had them both. So, but no, angels hitting on each other is cool, man, because they're almost all females. But Dead Twist is my favorite angel by far. Well, I think that the really bad stuff missed us by a little bit. Oh shit! Ooh, I'm falling. The only thing I'm missing is a bottle of whiskey and a female that won't slap me and say, "Ooh, stay away from me, you creep." Any volunteers for either one of those? Yeah, Dominique, if you go back and watch the first part, I actually think the first part was prettier. I just decided to go live in case I got sucked up. Oh shit. Got sucked up by a tornado. That way y'all can see it. I think that'd be pretty cool. Little did I know the tornado would be Miranda. How about that? Let Miranda back up. I don't know about that. Can you drop whose link? I don't know. Go ahead, whoever whatever link you're talking about, go ahead and drop it. I'm only reading about every third comment. Bill made peace like Trump. Look, to secure peace is only to prepare for war. You know what I'm saying? I don't want peace. I want war. Peace is so boring, you know? I'm not happy if somebody's not coming at me. And the harder they come at me, the harder I get. I think. Let's make sure the fucking branches don't come down. This is the worst place to stand because that tree is coming down one way or the other. This is a really stupid place to stand, but I don't care. All right, let's check y'all out. Yes, y'all, I see you're messaging me like crazy, but I can't check them right now. Oh shit. Can't see. Nah, nobody's sneaking up on me out here on my own turf. It ain't happening. If my tripwires don't get him, the coyotes will. And then you got to worry about the redneck neighbors who have actually almost taken me out a few times on my ambient walks. It's fun. Yeah, my new place is way, way back. Like you can't even tell that that's not where I am right now, but you can't even tell there's a house there from the road. It's all back up in the woods and got a long ass driveway that hasn't been used very much the last few years, so you can't even really tell it's there. Let's get it popping in here. That's not a bad idea. All right, who wants to start some shit? I gotta go find a fucking charger. No, Gabby, I never really thought FM was gonna show up, but like John Davis and Jason Salo, I really don't think anybody's gonna show up. But they were trying to put together gas money so Jason could come and get me. So FM was really the least of the problems. I knew he was never going to show up. He was just talking big, is all. And like, I don't like police involved in my life, but so I have not myself like filed any reports or anything about Vic or John Davis, but other people have, and now I'm fucking being contacted about it. I don't even watch their shit. Other people record it and let me know what's going on. But Jason Salo's been saying he's going to kill me for 3 years, so. So yeah, FM was like the least of my worry. It's not that I'm worried. It's just that there have been a lot of people saying that they were going to take me out for one reason or another. Other people do everything for me. That's right, Constantine. I don't do a damn thing. Black Pearl. Hey, yeah. I was going to ask y'all. I keep hearing some shit about Black Pearl, but I'm not really clear on what the Black. Like I've seen Pirates of the Caribbean when my kids were little, but other than that, I don't know what the hell the Black Pearl is. Can somebody give me the cliff notes on that one? Yeah, people are all tough until Johnny Law comes knocking. Yeah, and city people are clueless to real life. That's the truth out here, man. City people are more afraid of being out in the country than country boys are being in the city. I've seen that firsthand. Oh yeah, I'm always strapped. I not dang it, man, I didn't mean to highlight that. I'm always strapped unless I'm fucked up, but it's not because of this shit. It's just because I always am. For real, Bill has a secretary. Yeah, Lydia, you're not far off. It's several secretaries actually. I have my handlers. They tell me what to say. Um, I named the channel "Pulling the Strings." I'm not the one pulling the strings. I'm pulling the strings of the people that are pulling the strings. Oh wait, that didn't make sense, did it? Never mind. I think it's when you bust it, but it comes out black. Huh. I've never had that problem. I've had blood before, but I don't know. Yeah, Marlboro, I was wondering how you're doing, man. She cut you off? Oh man, that's rough. It's a part of a woman's body. Not many men know about it. It's a mystery. I love this hit shit. Yeah, yeah. I don't understand it either. I've never seen one. Heard about a hit on me. Yeah. Jason Salo is the husband of. Oh man, this is a long story. Um, I don't want to use her real name. Bones. Bones and FM had a thing like 3 years ago, and it turned into this whole big fucking mess involving other people that I'm also not going to mention. And I stepped in to defend somebody else. Jason Salo. I would think that he would want to kill FM more than he wants me because FM actually did something with her. Um, and I can provide mine and Bones messages. There was nothing really salacious ever going on. So I don't know why he's after me. But he's a psycho. He's been in jail for violence before. And JD, man, there's so much of it, and I've seen like a clip at a time. But JD was trying to get together gas money so Salo could come after me, and they were going to buy him a bus ticket and all this other shit. And then, of course, there's all the times that Vic has threatened to end me. You know what? If somebody does show up, even if they kill me, I still win. I mean, Jason Salo is crazy, but I don't really actually see him doing anything. My target practice was a little shaky dead twist. I'm getting back into practice because, uh, but yeah, you're right. I can still hit sufficiently though. No, Gabby FM said more than once that he was going to pull up at my place. That was out of his own mouth. He said it here on my panel, and he says he likes to say shit on his channel at like 5 in the morning when there's like 12 people there, and then he deletes it, thinking he's slick, but it all gets recorded. So yeah, he did say he was going to pull up to my house several times. Black Pearl was a business under Ed and his friend's name that lasted a year. Okay. Why is it a big deal though? Because like I've heard, uh, like I've seen people talk about it, but I just not clear on why it's a big deal. No one's got beef around here. Who the hell said that? There's lots of beef around here. Violent prevention program. Yeah, like yeah, I've seen it a bunch of times. But he likes to lie about shit. He'll say shit and then tell people he never said it, not realizing that we've got it all. So just be careful, Gabby, because so far everybody that's worked with FM um, eventually abandons his ass for various reasons. Just be careful, is all I'm saying. See, that's the thing. If I see anybody out here, Indiana is a no duty to retreat state, and these fuckers have physically threatened my life, so I can only assume they're here for one reason. And I have no duty to run and hide, so. I'm be mad because Bill's now explicitly gay. Oh, shit. No, Gabby, I know that he has a catch in Indiana. I already knew that. I don't think that was supposed to be a secret. I know you guys have been planning that for a while. I know that. But he also said he was going to pull up at my house. And I was laughing at him. It's like, what, are you going to ride your bicycle? So, um, yes, I do know that he does have a catch with you in Indiana. But he also said he was going to pull up to my house. So, which, I mean, I laugh. I don't believe he has the nuts to do that. But, it is what it is. He said it in your panel, Bill. I know. He said it on my panel. He said it on his panel. He said it all over the place. Yes, Andrea D. At this time last year, like I spent a whole like all of last summer, talking Vic out of killing himself and killing other people. And these other people that he was wanting to kill at the time are people that I don't like. I just didn't want Vic to get into trouble. I couldn't even tell you how many hours I spent on the phone trying to talk him out of doing shit like that. And now he wants to come at me in that same way. Um, at one point last year, he told me that everybody else had stopped talking to him. Nobody would take his calls or return his calls except for me. And I understand why. He's hard to be friends with. I mean, I'm not kidding, man. And at the time, I was kind of feeling that way myself, and like trying to keep somebody else. You know, when somebody is in that certain kind of way, and you're trying to talk them out of doing it, or at least distract them, when on the inside you're thinking, "Fuck, man, I want to do it for the same reason," but you can't say that though. Um, so I've not heard him talk like that recently. I don't watch him, but I have heard him say shit like that in the past. Somebody else wants to talk him out of it, fine, but I'm not doing it this time. I can't handle it right now, especially somebody that's wanting to end me. So maybe Vic and I could just shoot each other. Yeah, Gabby. I wasn't really even talking about him when I was talking about that earlier. Um, I didn't say his name until you did, as far as I can remember. And I wasn't really even thinking about him. It's Vic and Jason Salo and John Davis is who I was actually talking about. But it's perfectly acceptable for FM to go up and run his mouth constantly. But when somebody hits back, it's not okay. Whatever. Bill was only the cool gatekeeper. Okay, I'll take that. What would I have done if Locksmith pulled up? Um, like in the same kind of situation as Tommy. Uh, I probably wouldn't have ran out to the street and hit him. I probably would have tried to. The thing is, though, like Tommy did tell him to pull up, or however he worded it. So I guess if I'm ready to fight and somebody is there to fight me, I'm going to at least try. Um, if I have enough time to take two hits on him, I'm gonna do more than make him ask me out for dinner. But otherwise, I really do try to avoid violence, um, unless it's brought to me. If it's brought to me, then it's on. But I don't know. Like I only saw, I can't remember which channel, panel channel maybe, or Haystack. I don't. One of those channels put out like a 20-minute video. Um, and the lead up to it, Tommy did tell Locksmith to pull up, which um, I don't know. I probably like the way I think and the way I'm trained is I try to de-escalate things first. So I probably would have tried to. Well, no, on the other, I don't know because Tommy did tell him to pull up, so he wanted some evidently. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, see, I remember back when FM was doing catches with a guy called Pink Hat. I don't know if any of you know who I'm talking about, but I know some things. Man, I am way behind on the chat. I mean, I'll tell you this much, y'all. I'm not trying to act like a tough guy or whatever, but if you've threatened me and you actually pull up to my place, like I am not gonna do that chest bumping thing. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, hey, buddy." Like I'm not. I don't do that. um, if you bring me violence, I will act accordingly. I might try to de-escalate the situation, but if you're still insisting on trying to do me harm, I'm not just gonna. I don't know if these guys think I'm just gonna stand there and let them do it because it's not gonna go that way. Just a year and a half ago, your imaginary girlfriends were messaging people on Discord because they were worried that you were suicidal. No, Thorn. Yeah, Jason Salo is Bones' husband. Maybe I didn't make that clear. I'm trying to answer everything in the shortest version possible. There's way more to everything that I'm talking about. Gotta kick the crazy. Man, alright, I've missed something. If somebody's doing something too crazy, I think you've got a wrench, don't you, MasterCard? You can. Alright, I'm trying to get rid of that comment. Dang it. I keep hitting buttons by accident. Man, I have missed something here. All right, MasterCard, who's like, is somebody getting timed out or some shit? Like when you're on StreamYard, you can't tell what's like if things are being timed out or banned or whatever. Who's out of control? Subsection 15. Sorry for the silence, y'all. Somebody come up here and bullshit because I got to go back and read some comments because I don't know what the hell people are talking about. Getting FBC vibes from some of these olds. Yeah, me too. You know they're always around. Thorn McHill, you sound, or what is it? Thorn McHill, yeah, you sound a little bitter. Are you one of my imaginary ex-girlfriends? Long night with donos and insults flying left and right. Hey, if you guys want to start a dono fight in here, go for it. I'm not too proud to take it. Stronger together, mostly, yeah. Yeah, but if you make a chain and all of the links are weak, you can have a huge chain, but if every link is weak, you're still fucked. And Todd, we trust, no doubt. That's a fact. Dead Twist is one of the few, like, real motherfuckers around here. Todd sent you. Oh, well, thank Todd for me. Todd and Jeff got, yeah, Jeff got voted off the island a long time ago. Yeah, Lydia, I'm pretty much on an island all by myself for the most part. There is shit that I just don't want any part of around here, to be quite honest. Ever get tornadoes where I'm at? Yes, MasterCard. Um we are part of the tornado alley, so we get oh man, I couldn't tell you how many. Um, as far as ones that go through where I can actually see the damage just by driving around the area, probably between 3 to 5 a year. I've seen some really nasty ones, but I'm that idiot that when they say seek shelter immediately, I'm running outside. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I've never been comfortable with there being two sides. I've lost some friends that way. I guess maybe they weren't really that much of a friend or whatever, but and there are people that I talk to regularly. Some of them I've known since before Tommy ever came along. But there are people that I talk to regularly that are scared to death anybody's going to find out that we even talk. And I'm going to respect that. You know what I mean? It's just fucking weird. And now, like things are splintering off in all directions on both sides for different reasons. And I don't really want to. I really don't want to be a part of that. So that's another reason why you don't see me watching much of this shit because it's just that. And there are so many fucking two-faced people out there that they try to be buddy buddy with me in DMs, and then they're on all the chats cutting me down. So Tommy and Caps is a piece of shit too. What these people don't understand is that Vic can flip on you like a dime, just like he did to me. And I don't know what the hell I did to him. If he can flip on me like that, you damn sure better believe he can flip on them. People don't seem to understand that. Yeah, Vic's still around. He's working his way going back to the nut house. He's been he's been arrested for all this shit before, like making harassing phone calls. He's been arrested for it before. He's been arrested for fighting, which I know I've talked about this a couple of months ago, but that story he tells about hiding in the tree and jumping out at them vandals. They weren't, for one thing, they weren't really vandals, and for another thing, when he did that, they kicked his ass. He neglects to tell that part. So take it, take it. Oh shit. This was always meant as a target for trolls. Yeah, you're actually right, Dead Twist. Um, I did a lot of things to make when FBC was going around harassing people, which they still do, and other people. Um, I would do things just to get them focused on me, so that they wouldn't. I mean, if they're coming at me, they can't be going at somebody else at the same time, right? So, I mean, you're not wrong, Dead Twist. I have made myself a target for trolls on purpose. We can all agree that he was, but yeah, dude's an amazing woodworker. He's an amazing artist. When he puts his energy into it, now he's got his energy focused on things that are only gonna end badly for him. He's gonna wind up in jail. I mean, there's already been papers filed on him. And like nothing he's trying to do is he's not he was trying to take down Cam. Well, Cam's still catching. That's another thing. Him and John Davis. There's a whole fucking thing about John Davis being a pedo too, allegedly. Um, Trying to take down catchers. So you really have to wonder where their thoughts are really at. But at the end of the day, he's not accomplished anything. Cam's still catching. Edward's still doing his thing. I'm still doing my thing. Um, just imagine, like, and good guy too. Oh yeah, by the way, good guy, I know who you are. I've not shared it with anybody yet for a good reason, but I know who you are. Anyway, that's besides the point. Just think about all this energy that they're spending trying to take down catchers and just generally harassing and trying to scare people. If they would put that focus into actually catching Preds, just think about that for a minute. For the record, Cam was never officially part of Black Pearl LLC. I don't even know what that's about. So does Vic think that Cam was like part of a thing with Ed or some shit? I'm so confused. How does Tommy talk bad about everyone except about the sickness of his pedo brother and his pred lover dad? You'd have to ask him. Yeah, something that kind of off topic I wanted to mention is like I've gotten acquainted with a lot of you that I met through YouTube. Most of you that I talked to, I knew before any of these bullshit um, drama channels came to be. Uh, but sometimes when I first start talking to somebody, and this has happened, with a couple of different people in the last couple of weeks. Like you all get to hear me talk and share parts of my life, so you kind of feel like you know me. And when we start talking, I don't know jack shit about you, and I don't really try to dig up people's information. Any personal stuff I have on people that I'm friendly with is because they gave it to me. Um, but just keep in mind when we first start talking, you know me a hell of a lot better than I know you. And if I sound kind of guarded, it's because I am, because I'm constantly getting hit up by bullshit accounts. They're just trying to catch me saying something sexually inappropriate and unwanted to a lady, which I don't really fucking do. Or trying to trick me into sending dick pics. It ain't gonna work because I don't do that either. So if I seem kind of guarded when we first start talking, it's because I am. And if I can't hear your voice or know for a fact that the pictures you're sending me are really you, I'm going to continue to be guarded. I don't make you send nudes, Dead Twist. I just strongly encourage it. Hey, Dominique, I don't mind being stuck with you. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, for the longest time, I thought Andrea D was, um, I don't know how to word this the right way without sounding like an asshole. Well, I'm an asshole anyway, but let's just say I didn't think that Andrea D was real because she always talks about stuff that I'm into, um, like cars and other things. And I've not seen very many pictures of her, but the ones I have seen are fucking awesome. So for the longest time, I thought she was fake until I got to hear her voice, which I would like to hear again, to be quite honest. I might be one of the most honorable people here. I don't know about all that. I'm not nearly as sleazy as I uh, pretend to be on YouTube. I'll give you that. But yeah, Lydia, you're right. I as appreciative as I am of the ladies that have sent me what I call complimentary pictures of themselves. I personally advise I don't send dick pics. I make a lot of jokes about it, but I don't really. Um, and it's really kind of a bad idea. I mean, I would never I've got nudes of girls that I've had fallings out with here, but I would never even think of sharing them or blackmailing them with them or anything like that. But there are people here that will. And as far as sending dick pic goes, guys, the girls don't feel the way about dicks that we do about boobies. They don't really want to see that shit. And I promise you that they are laughing at you, and I can almost guarantee they're going to wind up in somebody's hands that you don't want to have them. And another thing is, even if a chick is into you, sometimes dicks are their trigger. So if you surprise them with a dick pic, it could actually trigger something in them. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful. Chuck, for you, you can join my OnlyFans. If you guys want to see my dick pics, you got to join my OnlyFans. I don't just give them away. I don't just give away my art. Cam has a live catch. I didn't see a no. I think. Well, I think I might have notifications off for everybody right now, but I didn't see notification. But yeah, if somebody wants to throw Cam's link for his catch, go ahead and do it. I do not take offense if you leave here to go watch a catch. You still might be a Fed, Andrea. I might have to do some further investigation on that. All right, there is still time, ladies. There's a couple hours left on the clock still. If you want to send me nudes, I will be accepting them. What is the price for a ghillie suit jackoff fed? Hmm. I've never actually jerked off while in a ghillie suit, so let me practice that a couple of times, Jilly, and we'll talk. Some things are for use and not aesthetics, yeah. Yeah, Lydia, I didn't see a notification go off for Cam's catch either, but I might have YouTube notifications off, I'm not sure. Okay, we talked about the storm, check. Um, talked about substance abuse, check. Talked about boobies, check. We talked about dick pics, check. Um, violence, check. What else? I think we got it all covered now. Oh, sheepdog, what's going on? See, that's the thing. If you have a federal job, you really can't tell anybody because, and I'm not going to name them, but there's a couple of people that are in here a lot that experience it because they consider, and I don't know if my channel would count, um, but the U.S. government considers predator catching as activism, and you can't be a federal employee and an activist. You can actually, if you're like helping out with stuff, you can actually uh, lose your job. So if somebody is indeed a Fed, they would have to keep it real quiet. Yeah, Dead Twist gets a little heated sometimes, but and when I say that Dead Twist is good people, I mean he's good people because there's more than one person living inside of that head. Just working at FedEx. Make one a Fed. I think that FedEx is basically the same thing as Air America, except with trucks. So yeah, probably. Yeah, Dead Twist can go from uh, buying you flowers and making you dinner and giving you a pedicure, and I know this because I've experienced it firsthand. Um, in the flash of a literal pan, he can be on top of you, hog tying you, and just has that evil, hateful look in his eyes. Which to me, being hog tied and having somebody make dinner, it's like the same level of love for me. So I don't know. Maybe it's not all bad. There we go. Sheepdog is another lady that I've had many, many phone conversations with. Um, she's never once sent me a dick pic. I can honestly say that. It's all love, Dead Twist. It's all love, baby. Unfortunately, it can't go back to the way it was. We really did. I mean, up until about what I would say about I don't know 2 years ago, year and a half ago, this community was really actually fun, and you could talk to people out in the open without having to worry about it. It's hard to imagine, I know, but it really didn't used to be like this. Hey, what's up, Rod? No, man. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to break off and start our own colony, and um, just take the people with us that were around before, and kind of filter out. Maybe we should do that. We'll just take the cool people from the newer ones. I will have to personally inspect the female members. Just to make sure for the good of the community. But yeah, we can do it. Why don't we do that? Let's start a. Well, no, I guess I could maybe do it with this channel since it's already here. I can just start banning all the trolls, I guess. I really don't want to be like that, though. I don't know. We'll figure something out. I had a Discord for a while that I shut my Discord down, by the way. Um, but I had one for a while that just had. There was one part that just had like all the OGs in it, but we hardly ever talked. And we were planning like a reunion on here, but it never happened. Your last Discord was just you. Was that the one I was in? Dead Twist, I was in one of your Discords. I don't know how many you had, but I know I was in at least one. I think that was before my my old account got shut down. Yeah, I don't really do Discord very much anymore at all. I also left most of them, uh, like Instagram group thingies. I left most of them. I left most of the Discords. I left all that shit. Yeah, I never bought any of the like you can get Discord for free, but then they want you to pay for boost and shit like that. And I never once paid for any of that stuff. Somebody else uh, bought me some boost or whatever it is, but yeah, you can get by without all that shit. Well, Danielle, you are on the right path. If you so choose to keep hanging out with me, you will in fact be a cool kid. I'll wave my magic gatekeeper wand and we'll hook you up. Pedal cord, yeah, yeah, but they're everywhere. I don't know, y'all. What if we do start something? I don't know, man. I really don't want to start another thing though. Somebody else should start something. I don't know, Instagram or um, Discord, something. I don't know. It's something to think about, but like just the cool people, like the old days that Twist keeps talking about. I really don't want to operate something like that anymore. Wonder if any catches have originated from there. Yes, sheepdog. Yes. Um, there are a couple of YouTube channels. They're not. They're like they're not really in with us. They don't do live catches. They just catch the people online. But there are YouTube channels that are pretty much dedicated to catching Discord preds. My decoys, I used, or my group used Kick a lot. You know, Kick's not that different from Discord, but man, it was loaded with preds, but every place is. What are my thoughts on the doxing in the community? I think it's fucking bullshit and out of hand. People like doxing is like the big bomb around here, so um, some people just want to go for the throat immediately. But once you've been doxed, it's like, what else can they do? You know, well, they gonna order pizzas? Which, by the way, I don't believe that Scamula's having any pizzas sent to her house. Um, yeah, I'm very much against it. I know people say that I dox people, but the only people I've ever actually doxed were the people that were doxing me and several others. Like, I don't, yeah, I'm not cool with it. I'm not gonna name it, but I was sent. Um, there's a channel. They had 0 followers or 0 subscribers, but I was sent a link to a channel that's all it is. They have several names that are like they use the same music video, and they just keep reposting the same music video, but then they put people's information in the title, like names and phone numbers and shit. So that's a thing now. I'm not gonna name it, give it a, you know, tell people where to find it, but yeah, it's a bunch of fucking pussies that hide behind keyboards is all it is. That's my thoughts on doxing. Yeah, I mean, I was up here saying that he liked the pizza somebody sent him for free, so good on him. I mean, usually nothing happens. People get scared. I mean, it's just a big fucking scare tactic, and it does work. Um, but yeah, these people doing this are just fucking pussies. Um, but yeah, and them getting that's kind of the next step. Like I said, usually nothing happens, but they are trying to get people fired and shit, which um, yeah, you know what? I gotta be careful what I really want to say. But just in case you missed it, good guy, I know who you are. I've not shared your information yet, and I have a good reason for it. How are the kitties? Kitties are marinating at the moment. Yeah, Dead Twist, if you want to come up, go for it. I was getting ready to shut it down, but if you got something to say, I think the link should be pinned already. Speaking of sweethearts, what is up, Moments Live? How you doing? Did mom say cut it off? Not yet. She's going to. Yeah, I hate typing. I absolutely despise it. That's why I get. I mean, sometimes like I shut off my text and message notifications just because I hate typing so bad. That and like texting with people, like I never really say what I really want to say because I don't feel like typing it all out. And sometimes uh, people think that I'm in a bad mood or whatever when I'm not. It's just because I'm texting really short or I'm busy. You know, I got my sometimes people want to text when I've got my pretty much everything I do with my hands is greasy. And yes, this goes back to the to Jilly's ghillie suit masturbation fantasy. Um, so sometimes it's just hard to text, and it's much easier to talk. Yes, Danielle, my hands full. Yes, Jilly, do call me soon. Oh, I've got a sound. I can't do it right now, but I've got a sound that I want you to hear. I think you know what I'm talking about. All right, Dead Twist, are you coming up or not? Because I would rather be talking one on one with one of the ladies instead of this bullshit. Mom says, cut it. You always lose to the ladies. Yes, Dead Twist, as far as I'm concerned, I will I will climb over a pile of your dead bodies to get to the ladies. I'm sorry, dude. I love you like a brother. Uh, but that's just how it is. Um, I would give you a kidney though. Not my kidney. I would find somebody else's kidney, but I'd still give you a kidney. But don't forget, Dead Twist, you are and you will always be my number one angel. Don't ever forget that. Well, Julie, it don't have to be dreams. We can make it a reality. Hey, kitty kidney, little fuckers. Oh no no. I mean, like if we were going to eat little fucker anyway, then sure. But otherwise, I got plenty of other kitty kidneys to give away. Multiple people shooting at you with automatics, shooting them back. Damn, I love those kind of dreams. But the thing is in my dreams anyway, if I have to use my gun, I pull the trigger and either nothing happens at all or the bullet just kind of falls off the end. Yes, Moments Live, the kitties are still good. I was just with them earlier today. Little shit is being a house kitty right now. And again, y'all, if anybody wants a fucking kitty, just send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, and I'd be happy to stuff one in and mail it back to you. Because they got, oh man, they got a bunch of them out there. In fact, there's another new freaking litter. They're just now getting big enough to start crawling around. So they're, tiny little things. And there's one of them already going out of its way to follow me around. Every freaking litter has one or two. I don't understand it. I'm not really a cat guy. I don't feed them. I don't touch them very much. I don't know why they follow me like that. Oh shit.
Hey,
Here we go.
what's up, bro?
What's up?
I just want to say sorry again for having you have to private that stream last night. That was definitely not intended. I was just trying to show receipts, is all, you know.
Yeah, it was obviously an accident, so I mean, it's cool.
It looks
I
fairly.
mean, it's not
Back, it
it's
looks,
not cool that somebody got doxxed, but it's I could tell it was an accident.
and yeah. So what's new?
Evidently, Sheepdog and some people are analyzing my dreams. Apparently, I'm impotent, which is not true, by the way.
Nice. I just joined your stream a few minutes ago. Have you talked about the new profile that's going around today yet?
The new channel that's doxing everybody, that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't name it because I don't want people. I don't want to, I don't want to advertise it, but so don't say the name of it. But yeah, we just talked about it.
Yeah. Well, I found out. I actually fucking Sabby started blowing up my text demanding that I take it down, and I'm like, I think she just like so delusional to like that she doesn't realize I'm fucking on there too. Like, you dumb bitch blaming that shit on me.
Well, I mean, like I'm not saying I think it's you because I don't, but if I was gonna do that, I would probably go ahead and dox myself just to make it look like it wasn't me.
I mean, good point. You got a point there, but I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I would put up the information that Vic has on me because it's wrong, but you get my point.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. There is definitely like there would have been other people that I would have doxed first if that shit was me. You know, like the dude that's been calling my work, for example. We won't name him, but everyone knows who he is. He would definitely be the first one that I would have done.
Yeah. Speaking of Sabby, I cut contact with her today. She's no longer on my Instagram.
Oh, I blocked her on fucking everything. As far as social media, like after that fucking panel that one night, was it 10 days ago or so?
Yeah.
I still get her fucking.
She asked me if you know how okay I privated that stream where Locke got doxxed. I as soon as it happened, I shut it down, privated it, went back live.
She messaged me hella late last night, bitching at me, and I told her to like suck a dick, God bless, or something smart, sarcastic like that.
Yeah. But then I told people if I know you and I think I can reasonably trust you and I like you, if you want the link, because I said some shit on there that I've been wanting to get off my chest for a while and I don't want to fucking repeat it all again.
One of the panel channels reposted it.
Oh, did they? I'm not surprised.
Yeah. So it's out
like
there.
like I'm not surprised, but I did my part in taking it down. But
right. Yeah.
So I privated it right away, and then Sabby asked me for the link, and in order to send a link, you have to make it either public or unlisted, because you can't. It won't let you make a link while it's private. So I made it unlisted, which meant that anybody that already had the link could see it. And I'd done that to make a link to send to her and somebody else. And then she comes in my DMs screaming at me, "You just made that unlisted. It's not private." It's like, yeah, I had to unprivate it to give you the link. And then she started like all this shit that she lied about, that I know she lied about. And she's still trying to convince me otherwise. She started going into all that. So
she lies? Wow, I didn't know that one.
I just said fuck it and blocked her.
That's like when the whole fucking Daisy Doom and Mail Order Bride fucking fiasco was going on my Instagram. I couldn't fucking keep that shit straight, so I just blocked them both because they both were fucking wacko. I
Yeah.
have a hack to watch unlisted shit without having the link.
All right, Danielle, remind me and I'll get it to you.
Oh, you didn't, Rod, you didn't know that fucking JD fucking called my work? Was that unknown? I thought that's pretty widely known that he's been calling my work. But yeah, so Sabby texted me last night that said, what the fuck do you want? Why do you dox Locke on purpose? And I told her, eat my balls, God bless, Jesus loves you. And then she at 11 o'clock this morning, she sends me the link to her being doxxed, saying, did you do this? And then like 2 minutes later, she's like, take all this down and stop doxing people. You're better than this. And the one that exposes her is that it's basically it says like mail order scabies, perfect gift for your loved ones. So my response to her was, I was wondering what I should get my ex for Christmas. Thanks for the idea. Never replied back. Fucking this stupid shit.
Yeah, I'm done with them.
The same profile though has been talking on someone's comments, and they said that there's more over the next couple of days, but that it could only do 10 a day or something like that. I guess it's an account limit. So sounds like there's more coming. Should be interesting.
Yeah, most of the ones that are doxxed on that channel, most of them I think had been doxxed for a while. I don't think there's anybody new on there that I can recall. So it could be somebody that just is good at paying attention to shit and keeping track of shit. You know, one of them people that fucking screenshots everything.
Could be. I don't know.
Why can't people just be decent? That's asking too much, Constantine.
How did this person get so many numbers? You know what? My thought is that it's someone within CPP. Just because the whole long-term suspicion of them having a little boxing gang or whatever.
Well, here's another thing, and I'm not making any accusations, but we know that there are several people that just love to gather information, right?
Right.
And like dox people and then pretend like they didn't dox people. So I mean, it could be one of them, kind of know who I'm hitting at, and then goes around blaming everybody else immediately. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that theory is kind of fails when it's
I mean, I have a lot of people's personal information, but not because I fucking like dug it up on them. It's because for whatever reason, there's a few reasons they just trust me with it. Some of it's because they want to be more involved, and they'll, they've seen where we've caught people from within the quote unquote community who had sex crimes on their record or whatever, and there's that kind of thing. So sometimes it's people are like, hey, I'm only giving this to you. I want you to check me so you can tell people that I don't have any sex offenses. So that's part of the reason why people give it to me. And then sometimes it's just because you just get to know people and they want to tell you their real name. And like sometimes it pisses people off because I will still, always call people by their YouTube name because I don't ever want to fuck up and accidentally call them by their real name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes it irritates people, and I understand that, but um,
Better to go by that rule than fucking piss someone off, you know?
yeah. And I've seen that happen. Like I've seen Ray do it, and I've seen Sabby do it, and really, I don't think they were accidents. Um, I think sometimes they just wanted to flex that they know who that person's real name is. And there was,
I don't know about Ray. I guess I don't really personally have.
I've seen Ray. I'm pretty sure he was flexing it.
Sabby's 100% starving to be the next gatekeeper.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I started telling people to change if they don't want their real name known. Change if they're going to donate with Cash App. Change your fucking name because it'll automatically show your real name unless you change it.
Yep.
Because somebody had donated to the that whole mess with paying for the dog's plane ticket and stuff.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, had they just been honest about what it was for, people still would have donated. Probably more people would have donated.
Right.
But anyway, this individual donated, and then after that, they came into a chat, and Sabby called them by their first name, and they freaked the fuck out because they didn't realize.
I didn't know that. Don't surprise me one bit, but first I'm hearing that.
Yeah.
I noticed more doxes after the Sabby app fundraiser. I mean, there was 10 of them today on that one profile. Some of them.
Yeah, there was.
I like how Tommy's number's there, like his number's not already widened spread. And mine too.
Well, I mean that.
John Davis.
See that's kind of what I was saying is at least most of the people on there have already been doxxed, so it's possible it's just somebody that pays attention to a lot of things. You know what I mean? Maybe they didn't look up the information themselves, but they're getting it out there.
Could be. Meow, do you think Sabby's in love with Ed? No. Where did that idea come from?
You noticed more doxes after that Sabby app fundraiser. Yes, Alcoholics Anonymous. That's because there were more doxes after that.
Well, if that's how it came to be, how did she correlate people's real names on their donations to what their username was?
Because I don't know. I don't know exactly for sure, but because sometimes people, because you can see both names, it'll like sometimes people use their YouTube name, like as their front name, if you want to call it that. But then they have their real name on there also.
Clown Force,
like if you're like it'll have your real name on there, but then like your Cash App name, like mine is $BFKNP.
Yeah.
Yes, I am dry bagging. So yeah, mine is $BFKNP. But my real name's also on there, so that's how people find out.
If you want my number, Clown Force, just go ask John Davis or go to his channel. He's posted it like 50 times at this point. But the best part is like it won't ring me unless I have it in my phone. So calling me ain't gonna do any good. Unless you happen to catch me when I turn the privacy off, because I have to turn it off to get my DoorDash delivery because I don't know what numbers they call from. But other than that, my phone ain't gonna ring when you call it. So have fun.
Hey, what's up, White Dove?
Why does Thaw always blame you for calling him? I have no clue at this point. Every single fucking time he says it, someone's gonna message me on Instagram being like, "Oh, did you call Tommy?" I'm like, No, I'm out having a life. I'm out having dinner out at a bar, or I'm out, socializing with friends. Like, I'm not on Tommy's balls 24/7 like everyone thinks for whatever reason.
And Julie Fisher has quite the imagination. I don't know if I don't know if I want to go camping with her now or not.
Ray worked as a lumberjack for a day, but got fired when Khan showed up to his job and ended up bringing rolled down the river with the other timber logs. He probably has Michelle call him during his lives just so people can hate you. No, my theory on it is that it's just simply bill collectors fucking calling him. That's my thought on it.
Probably.
Right?
Can you see? I don't watch Tommy except for like whatever clips people send me. But when he's live, like, can you tell if somebody's actually trying to call him?
I don't know if his phone rings or not because I don't watch him. He always makes a claim that me, Ethan, or JT Colfax are the one calling him. So it's always one of the three of us that he blames for whatever. Sometimes I don't even know my name comes up until someone like the panel channel like clips Tommy, and I watch the panel channel shit, and I see him blaming me for shit. That's how I found out about the pizza place one.
Okay. Like I really, I've only ever filed one. What do you call it? Copyright takedown, and I won it. Some 100%. But somebody said earlier that one of the channels reposted. I wouldn't really worry about it, but being as it's a docs, if somebody can, don't put their link in here because I don't want to give them the publicity. But if somebody can let me know who did that and where it happened, so I can.
Talk about the link to the panel where I showed Locke's number. That one.
I guess somebody reposted it, but I don't know if they reposted the whole thing or just part of it. Or, I mean, if it falls in fair use, there's nothing I can do about it. But
God, what was that channel called? I have it. I can find it. I can send it if I find it here.
all right, yeah, DM it to me. I don't want to give it any
Sure,
publicity here. If it falls within fair use, there's nothing I can do. But if it doesn't, then just because it's a docs, I'll file a claim on that one too.
I think this is it. You want me to send it to you on EG or Instagram?
Yeah, that'd be fine. I don't think we have any other way to communicate, do we?
I could have sent it to you backstage, I guess.
Oh, no, send it to my IG because
Yeah.
I can't click on anything while I'm live without kicking myself off.
It's like a 5-minute clip from that panel. I like the thumbnail. It's a picture of me with a chipped tooth. Classy.
Nice.
It don't even bother me. It don't bother me. Fuck. I still got to go get it fixed one of these days. I just fucking hate dentists. That's why I haven't gotten it fixed yet. You know what I mean? The only thing I hate worse than dentists is going to the fucking doctor's offices. But if you watched it, though, the phone number is so the phone number is so fucking blurry.
You know, I didn't actually see it. I didn't actually go back and watch it, and I didn't see it while it was happening, or I would have,
Yeah.
cut it off then. But yeah, Constantine. I thought you had a wrench in here, Constantine. Do you not? Yeah, I said this earlier, guys, but I was made aware last night that I did take a few wrenches a few days ago, and evidently I accidentally took at least one that I didn't mean to take. And that person.
This link I sent you, they actually just covered up the phone number completely.
Oh, did they? All right.
Yeah, they popped up a picture of Locke, that Photoshop of him with a bloody eye. They used that photo to censor it.
Oh, okay.
It's actually kind of funny of a choice.
All right. Well, if it's covered, then whatever. I just know that if I don't do everything I possibly can, they're going to find a way to make it not my fault. All right. Yeah. Well, everybody has a small wrench, Constantine. Nobody. Well, one person, and well, they're not really in here right now, but only one person has the big wrench because I'm not going to play that fucking. That's just another thing for people to get big heads over. Be like, oh, I'm more important than you, or my wrench is bigger than yours.
Right?
It's already like that with regular wrenches. I'm not playing that fucking game.
People give way too much about wrenches.
The only reason I gave that person access to my channel was so that, like, if
you die, they can keep the
on that final day when I finally take one too many pills, they can go in and shut the channel down. That's the only reason I've got somebody else on there.
Yeah, we got to memorialize it and keep the legacy going.
Are you gonna babysit the comments too?
No, knowing your mods, one of your mods would probably ban me by then.
Mm-hmm.
Could we do like a StreamYard, like at your funeral when it happens?
Can you do what?
Can we do like a StreamYard panel while at your own funeral, so we can all just
well, maybe we can do that. I'll just be buried with the phone and a big old battery pack.
There you go.
And we'll just close it all up in the casket while StreamYard's running. And then you guys can just go until the batteries run out.
Something tells me that we're against some sort of weird terms of service rule. Just
well, fuck them.
It wouldn't be the weirdest shit on Facebook or on YouTube, that's for sure.
A generator. Oh man. That's it. Instead of a headstone, I'll just have a fucking solar panel. Actually, when I kick off, my kids are going to be financially doing all right, because when I was young and healthy, I got a big old life insurance policy, plus all the retirement money that I would have gotten at 59 and a half, but I won't live that long. They're going to get my kids are going to be doing all right. But I still told them to get rid of my body. I didn't say bury me. I just said get rid of my body as cheap as you can. So,
hey, shout out to the channel that just clipped us.
What's that?
Channel just clipped us.
Damn, they quick.
They clipped the comment about you cutting ties with Savvy.
Well, it's probably more important to them than it is with me.
Whatever. Well, that's why. At least if I show my dick and you have to private this, at least that's already been clipped, right?
Right. Yeah. At least that part's memorialized.
Right. It's like the night ain't complete until someone clips you. And 2 nights in a row. Damn, what a record.
I have said fucked up. I mean, I always say fucked up things just to make people go, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
But like, I've said some really fucked up things just for the intention of somebody clipping it, putting it somewhere,
Yeah.
and they don't. You know, they clip me on things where,
You were expecting it.
well, I mean, I you're always expecting it, but like that they like to clip things where, like, I either misspeak and then correct it later, or they only clip part of what I'm saying and make it sound like I'm saying something I'm not.
If one of
Um,
if one of my, not to interrupt you, but I just want to say, if one of my haters are here, if they could send me a pizza, that'd be great. Kind of hungry. All right, go back to what you're saying now.
can't nobody can pizza prank me. I live in the middle of nowhere with no address.
You get it. Just
Ain't no pizzas being delivered.
Less onions next time, please. God. Actually, I only ate like half the pizza, and then like the other half, I took all the sausage off because there's a shit ton of fucking sausage, and I made spaghetti with it today. It was actually turned out pretty good.
Have you ever set a mirror on the floor so you can look at your butthole and then accidentally step on the mirror and break it?
No. I feel like there's a story behind this question.
No, I'm just asking.
Yeah, no. I mean, I never really had a need to look at my own butthole.
Yeah, me neither. I always have that great dilemma when I'm shaving my balls. I was like, man, I should probably shave my butthole too, just so it matches. But like, I don't let anybody play with my butthole, so I don't know that it really makes a difference.
I had an ex-girlfriend that liked to shave my butthole for some reason. It was kind of awkward. You know, always itch afterwards too. I prefer
I'll bet.
for not shaving my butthole. She was a keeper though.
Yeah, I just don't like it when chicks. I mean, if there's a little tongue action going on while she's already down there, I'm mostly cool with that. But like when they try to fucking like stick a finger up, no, ain't happening.
Yeah,
I will break that damn finger off, man.
It's cleaner.
Oh, that makes sense. I mean, you don't want fucking like dingleberries. You know, you want to make it as presentable as you can for the ladies. You know.
I mean, I guess. I have this thing where I don't really shit in public because it kind of is a fucking like a phobia almost. So like, I only shit in my own toilet when I'm at home, and I generally take a shower after.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm more like a cat. I gotta dig a hole whenever I want to.
Oh, you bury it when you're done?
Mm-hmm. Not like out in the field with the shovel. I mean, I actually have I made myself a giant litter box that I have actual cat litter in,
Meow
and
shit.
then I just go in there and squat and cover it over.
I don't shit in the backyard, but I do piss in my front lawn sometimes though. Normally it's like 4 a.m. and I'm just trying to have a smoke before I go to bed for the night, and I have to fucking pee, so I end up watering my bushes while I'm out there.
Well, I mean, as long as no neighbors see you, you're all right.
Yeah, it's fucking 4 a.m. It's pitch black out, you know. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I guess 3 birds. Get a smoke break in, get a piss, and I also get the bushes watered.
Oh, speaking of killing birds, little fucker brought me a baby bird that he was eating on.
Oh, you got
And the little thing was still alive. I got it on video. I don't know if I want to post that one or not yet, but yeah, little fucker was trying to take care of me. Um, the little bird is still alive and like not having a good time. So I, kind of ended its suffering.
So I don't have any cats right now, but when I did, I have I have like this doggy door that goes into the backyard. That's like this enclosure, so that they can't get all the way out, but they can come and go in and out. And I had one fucking leave a dead bird on my pillow once. I literally brought it back to my bed and left it on my pillow. Freaked me the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It was still like half alive too, which was the weird part.
Oh, yours brought you snakes, Constantine. I would rather have them bring me snakes, to be honest with you.
Make a fire, get
What?
naked, jump over the fire bunch till your hairs are gone. Solved.
Hey, that'll work. We could try that. Actually, we can do it live.
Could you? I mean, maybe this is a question for Tommy since he's the expert on using Nair. Can you Nair your own butthole?
How can I say this? Yes.
I ain't shaming. I'm just asking if it's possible to Nair your butthole. It sounds possible.
No, when I was younger, my friends and I and my girlfriend, but at the time, like, usually I was the only one of my friends that had a job and a girl and a car and pretty much anything, because them fuckers wouldn't work. I mean, they do now, but anyway, I don't know. We were all drunker and fuck, and somehow the topic of Nair got brought up, and like I needed to. I hadn't shaved, I hadn't trimmed the bush in a while, and somebody, I don't know, they dared me to Nair my whole body from the waist down.
Oh god.
So I I went in the bathroom and my girlfriend verified everything. Yeah. Gotta say, it didn't feel all that good on the balls and the butthole.
Yeah, I'm sure it burned a little bit. It seems like Constantine knows as well.
Yeah, Lydia, just to be courteous, I went ahead. Like I said, I that bird was still alive, and I ended its suffering. But to show little fucker that I was appreciative, the way I ended its suffering was by biting its head off.
Nice. Waxing buttholes. And ain't no one talking about waxing. We nairing. Dude, waxing your
We are
butthole.
men, man.
That sounds
Waxing your butthole is like for girls and sissies. We are men, man. We use straight razors and Nair. Sometimes at the same time.
Jesus Christ. Waxing sounds more painful than Nair, though.
When I wax my butt, I use turtle wax.
I mean, no one be doing anything with my butt, so I don't care that it's hairy.
Well, I mean, me neither, but like in the rare times when a girl's actually surfacing me down there, I want to be as presentable and clean as possible. Even if she isn't going to have any direct contact with it.
Yeah, tell her it's the same thing.
Plus it.
Don't go around back.
It makes riding bicycles naked much more fun.
All right, I guess.
It's just harder to stay on.
How do we get onto this fucking topic?
Hell if I know.
trying to decide if I want to fucking go get drinks on a Monday night or if I just want to fucking get liquor delivered. It doesn't look like someone sent me a pizza, so that's a shame.
I think I'm gonna nair one of the kitties.
Oh, that's fucked up. Someone's gonna be striking.
Maybe,
Someone's gonna be striking your chin. I'll just based off that comment. Someone will be taking you seriously.
probably. Yeah, I'm not really mean to kitties, people. I don't really like cats all that much, but I don't know. I like little fucker and little shit. So yeah, one of the really small ones, I'll nair it and paint it green, and then get on the news and be like, "Man, this flying saucer, I saw it crash, and look what I found."
Speaking of deliveries, this is just kind of random. You remember the time? I think you're aware of the time that Savvy sent me Starbucks to my house. She like DoorDashed me Starbucks to my house.
I remember something about
After she did that, she like was like sending me the photo, like bragging that she had a photo, like a picture of my front door. Like it was really fucking creepy.
That is weird.
Yeah, because if you look at my house on Google, it's just completely blurred out. Because I had to blur my address for privacy. And so when she like sent me coffee and was bragging about it, that she had a picture and sending me the picture she had of my front door, it was kind of creepy.
Yeah, that is creepy. You shaved your girl with this? Yeah, I've done that, Clown. I used to use a straight razor. Like I used to have the beaver hairbrush and all that kind of stuff. I took shaving very seriously. Now with all the nerve damage, sometimes my hand shakes too bad, and fuck that. But yeah, when when both of my baby mamas were pregnant, both of them, I shaved their legs. One of them, my daughter's mother, I used a straight razor. Shaved their legs, and parts that pregnant mommies can't reach at the time.
No big sausage surprise from me out tonight. I know, right? Heartbroken.
Fentanyl is your rod. Stay away from that shit, man. And I say that as a known addict. You talking about her beard? Shit.
I dated a guy that used to love to shave my legs. I mean, that's less weird. Would you ever let him shave your asshole though, if you wanted to? Who popping titties up in here?
Well, when I shaved my baby mommy's legs when they were real pregnant and needed a little help, I shaved. They didn't really need their butthole shaved, but like the other lady parts, I took care of that, and I didn't get slapped or anything, so I must have done a good job.
You ever been in like a relationship where it's like you'll just be like in the shower, taking a shower, and she'll just walk in and take a fat shit while you're in front of the shower.
Yep.
Like, like that kind of boundary, like, or lack of boundary, I guess. You just go
Yeah.
in there,
Oh yeah.
take a fat shit, and it just stank up the place when you're just trying to enjoy your fucking shower.
Oh yeah. I was with my son's mom for 15 years, and I was with my daughter's mom for I think 4 years, and then I had like a whole bunch of short-term. Well, some of them were only 20 minutes long, but I had a bunch of short-term things in between there.
We don't count the ones that you don't take home. Under 20 minutes, we just round down, right?
Well, I mean, 20 minutes was all that was required. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, gotcha. Do you take them back to your place? So what was your preference? You take them back to your place, you go to their place, hotel, parking lot.
Parking lots happened. Yeah, that happened quite a bit. My preference would have been my place, but it just wasn't always practical. Sometimes it just kind of depends. Of course, when I was in high school, there was a lot of backseat stuff going on, and like fucking in cemeteries and shit like that. But when I was in high school, I was dating college girls, so we had the luxury of a college dorm. And then like when I was in bands and stuff, I did a lot of parking lot things and backstage things. Not that we were a big band or anything. I went to their place and my place and railroad tracks. And I don't know. I've actually had love in an elevator, if you want to call it love.
My favorite place back in high school it was called Reed Road. And if you jump onto Reed Road for a few minutes, it's just after a couple minutes, it's just like wide open, like empty farms, and people would just like pull over to the side of the road and have sex in their cars on Reed Road. It was like the legendary thing to do in high school.
Oh yeah, Chuck, for you, with her for 14. Yeah, it is rough, man. After you've been with somebody that long, especially when you got kids together, yeah. Like, I still care, and I still would do anything for my my son's mom, and really for my daughter's mom too, even though she put me through hell.
Do you stay in contact with many of your previous experiences with Fulham?
What were you asking me, or were you reading that?
Oh no, I was asking you just in general.
Well, yeah, my son's mom. He's
but other than that, is what I was.
He's an adult now, but we still, like when I don't know that I really would have gotten back with her, and not because of her, but because of me. Because I really honestly think, at the time I was on top of my game. I wasn't hooked on drugs. I was a steel worker. I was a bounty hunter. Making good money, all this kind of stuff. And she doesn't really give a shit about money, but like, I could buy her things and take care of everything, right? So I don't know that I would really, I don't know. But like when Tikwe was living with me, and Tikwe had her own bedroom and everything, we weren't together. But when my son's mom, during that time, she broke up with her last guy, and I helped her. He was being a real asshole, and I helped her. Well, let's just say he don't come around anymore. But I didn't kill him.
Fuck, that's what I was hoping.
But the thing is, and she was kind of hitting around about getting back together, and I don't know that I would have done it. Not because I wouldn't want to, but because I just don't. The whole reason, I don't know. But anyway, she didn't really believe that Tikwe and I weren't a thing, even though I kept telling her, and I'm pretty sure Tikwe told her too. But yeah, so that whatever. But like I still am on good terms with every woman I ever dated for the most part, even though I don't see any of them anymore. But
That's good.
Yeah, my daughter's mother, she was just a bitch. I had to take her. I had to take her to court because when we split up, we just kind of came to an agreement as to how much money I was going to give her every week, and when I would see my daughter, which when we still lived in the same town, and before my daughter was in school, I got to see her every day because I would pick her up from the babysitter's house, and then her mom would come and get her when she got off work. So I got to see her pretty much every day, and then every other weekend I had her like the whole weekend. And we just kind of came to an agreement as to how much money I would give her, and went from there. And then one day I got a phone call. Somebody tipped me off. Said, "Hey, do you know that she's planning to move her and your daughter to South Dakota?" I'm like, "No, that's news to me." She was going to move to South Dakota
Did not tell you.
and not tell me until they got there. So
That's fucked.
I went. I did the dumbest. I said the dumbest thing you could ever say to a lawyer, and I knew it was a stupid thing to say, and I said it anyway. But I went immediately to the lawyer. Walked in his door. I said, "I need you to stop them from moving out of state." And then I said, "I don't care how much it costs," and I really didn't. But when you say that to a lawyer, so I wound up giving him, I think, $1,200 on the spot just as a retainer, and
Nice.
then it was worth it though at the end.
Yeah, definitely.
Like every other day, he was needing another $200, another $300 to file this motion, file that motion, blah 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 blah. But anyway, he got they call it a restraining order, but it wasn't like we weren't supposed to stay away from each other. It was against her to stop her from moving out of the state. It was a temporary thing, and then we wound up going to court. And she's telling me all this stuff like, "Oh, you're going to owe all that back, child support," which isn't true because it goes from when you file, not from when you broke up with the baby mama.
Dude, I had friends try to get me for child support, and I was just like, "All right, come back with the fucking paternity, like come back showing that it's my fucking baby." And years later, I haven't heard from her since. So I know damn.
Do you think it could be yours?
No fucking way that kid was mine. No fucking way. She was her boss at the same time, so I'm pretty sure it was her boss's kid. But she already had a new dude, and I just wasn't going there. So I'm guessing she found out whose baby it was and stopped hitting me up. But yeah, she was trying to say it was mine.
Yeah,
Nope.
I've had stuff like that happen too.
Nope, just because you and your boss work at the fucking movie theater and he's married, you ain't gonna pin that kid on me. Nope. Crazy ass bitches. I still have one that hits me up whenever she's fighting with her boyfriend. She always hits me up and we go out for drinks, but I ain't stupid enough to go with that again.
Yeah, I've had that happen too. In fact, just a couple of years ago, some kid was 19, hit me up, and he's like, "I'm your son," and I'm like, "What?"
Oh shit.
Well, yeah. Here's the deal, though, and he's a cool kid. I haven't talked to him in a little while, but I told him we could be friends or whatever. But anyway, this dude hits me up. He had gone through this process to get my phone number and stuff, and he's like, "I'm your son." I'm like, "What? Who's your mom?" And he told me, and it was a girl that I had dated. So and I'm trying to think that far back, and I remember that she had, after we broke up, she left town and she was pregnant. But I remember thinking then that it's not my kid or whatever. But she had told this kid his whole life that I was the dad. So we wound up meeting for coffee, and we went and got the test done. And come to find out, this whole time his mom was lying to him because,
you weren't the dad.
Again, back then I had my shit together, And this dude's real dad, who I know who he was. He was a real piece of shit, but yeah. And then of course I've had them, go to break up with them, and they're like, "I'm pregnant," and most of the time they're not. And I've had a couple.
After you helped this kid pretty much find his real dad, do you know if he ever reached out to his real dad?
No, but I talked to his mom and I asked her why because when we found out for sure that I wasn't the dad, I had met with the kid,
Yeah.
and we were talking on the phone and stuff, and we actually started to kind of build a relationship. And I'm thinking, man, I got a lot of making up to do if it's mine, but at the same time, I kind of knew that he wasn't because I remembered back then I remembered it was a big deal for some people when she moved out of town and she was pregnant, and she was telling people then that it was mine, but I remember thinking back then that it couldn't be because um,
Right.
she would have had to have like a 20-month pregnancy or some shit like that. Um, so I asked her why, and then she's like, "Well, the real father is so and so, and that dude was a massive piece of shit. Like he wouldn't keep a job. He was always in and out of jail,
Mm.
um, stuff like that. So she didn't want him to be the dad, but um, so the kid knows the truth. But I don't know if he ever reached out to the guy.
I just felt like in my situation, it was getting pinned on me because the other dude, fuck that, her boss that she fucked at her work. Like neither of them really fucking were, making the money that I was at the time. You know what I mean? So I feel like they were just trying to come after my fucking money. Like, no, that ain't happening.
Yeah. When a girl tells you, and there's a very specific look that they have when they say, "We need to talk." She's either breaking up with you or she's pregnant.
Right.
Like there's never anything else. It's not like, "Oh, I broke your favorite trophy or whatever. No, she's either leaving you or she's pregnant.
I had this one chick I was dating, and it was like one of the first couple dates. She was at my house, and like I had to fucking go to work early in the morning, so I left her in my apartment for like the first time. And I come back and she did my fucking dishes, right? Which was cool. I was like, cool. She did my fucking chores for me. That's pretty sweet. Found a fucking winner, right? Fucking weeks later, she comes to me like, I gotta come forward. I gotta come clean with something. I'm like what? She's like, it was the same thing. Like, fuck what? She fucking broke a fucking plate and she didn't want to fucking tell me. Like, why didn't you just tell me this like weeks ago? Like, you know how awkward it is. When you come to someone with that line, you fucking think the worst. I'm gonna go find
Right.
fuck plate.
And then I've had, throughout. I'm fucking old. um, like my daughter's mother, before she got pregnant with my daughter, we weren't together for very long, and she got pregnant. And like before she told me she was pregnant, I was gonna break up with her because she was just a bitch. Um, and then we wound up losing that baby, and I was thinking about breaking up with her again, but I was just gonna stay with her for the kid. But at that time, we were both hurt pretty bad, and I didn't want to do it at that moment. You know what I mean? Um, so I stayed with her, and then we wound up getting pregnant really quick with my daughter. So I stayed with her again for the baby. And when my daughter was a toddler, it got so bad I just couldn't fucking stand it anymore. I was miserable. And if you're miserable while you have a toddler running around, you're not going to be any good for them.
The child don't fix shit. Never works like that.
Yeah.
Having a child just gives you fucking 18 years of hell at that point.
Well, yeah, I don't have any regrets about having my daughter. She's the best thing that ever happened to me. But yeah, being stuck with a woman you can't stand for 18 years, yeah, I can't do it because it's going to make you miserable and it's going to show.
Yeah, I had an ex once try to propose having a kid as a way to fix our relationship, and I was just like, nope.
No.
Nope. You wacky. You ain't the wackiest one of my exes, but you wacky.
Oh yeah, I've had some fucking crazy man. I had one that she tried to kill me twice. That's how smart I am. I didn't leave her after the first time. I think I've told that story before, but yeah, she was one of them. we started dating when I was in high school and she was in college. I thought I was this big man, and then after I graduated, I got real lucky. I went straight to the steelworker job right after high school, so I got a good job right out of the gate. I was very blessed for that. But um, anyway, that place hardly ever shut down because of the heat. They would have to wait till some people started actually dropping before they would shut the place down. Um, but there was a day like that. People started dropping, and they sent us home early. And instead of going straight home, I went to, and I don't even know how the fuck she knew I was there. But I went to a drugstore to get something to drink and something. I don't remember what the other thing was, but somehow she knew I was there. Small town. I don't know, but I came outside and I had my drink and I had a little plastic grocery bag. For some reason, she was convinced because we didn't use condoms, right? But for some reason, she was convinced that I had condoms to cheat on her with. I never fucking cheated on her.
That's awesome.
So anyway, I'm walking across the parking lot and I see her, or I see her car, and she's headed towards me for a parking lot, a relatively high rate of speed. And my friends and I used to joke around like that. Like we would drive at each other, and then the dude jumps, lands on the hood, and rolls off, and ha ha ha, whatever. And at first, that's what I thought was going on. So I was getting ready for it instead of just stepping back like a moron.
I had one
But
girlfriend.
as she's getting closer, she's like, this is too fast. This is too fast. And I jumped, and it was a hard hit, but I rolled off the windshield, and at the time, and I still didn't get that she was mad. And I get up to my feet, and I was going to say, hey, that was too fast. We don't do it like that. But she had the window rolled down. She was screaming at me, who are you fucking? Who are those condoms for? I'm like, I don't have any condoms. And yeah, so I had to show her that. And then later on, now keep in mind, I had bought this girl her own gun. I bought her a little Makarov 9x18, right? Big mistake. But I always buy my girlfriend's guns. And then a while later, I don't even know what started it, but we started arguing in my apartment, and she fucking grabbed a knife and came straight at me. I was able to get the knife away and kind of hold her down until she stopped trying to kill me. And yeah,
I had a girlfriend at one point that actually was like digging through my shit and found like that one kitchen drawer where you put a lot of odds and ends in. Found fucking condoms in that drawer that I didn't even know were there. And it was the same situation. We weren't using condoms. So it's the same thing, asking me who I was cheating on or with, who I was fucking, until I pointed out that the fucking condoms were expired. And she still didn't click in her head. I'm like, you know how long condoms last? Like, you know how long those were probably there for them to be fucking expired? Like, and it was the same situation. And at that point, there was no.
Yeah, stale condoms taste horrible.
I wouldn't know. That's a good fact to make sure you don't keep expired condoms around your house, because you might have some questions to answer if someone finds them.
Oh yeah, but they do that trick where kind of like when you're not really together or you're first getting together, they do that trick where they leave tampons at your place on purpose, even if they aren't on the rag. They just want to make sure that some other girl find them. Yeah.
Or my cats. I had my cat once. I don't even know where my cat got it from. Freaking brings a hair tie out of I don't know where. I'm assuming it was under my sofa or some shit. Like somewhere I don't move or clean under for years. But yeah, somehow one of my cats got a fucking hair tie, and I got a fucking lecture about like, where's this hair tie coming from? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't know. That was bad too. Usually when shit like that happens, though, that's just the icebreaker. That's just when you like you just cut off all ties. You just let them go. You send them on the way. There's no fixing it at that point,
Right. Yeah, all I wanted was a Pepsi, just one Pepsi, and they wouldn't give it to me. Oh yeah, I like that song.
Tampons are decent bullet wound fixes.
I saw somebody say something earlier about this being clickbait, but if you watch the first like half hour, there's some pretty cool sunset footage on there. We just happened to change topics.
Hey, that's a good point, Constantine. If I had that beard like I used to, I could have fucking said it was my hair tie. It was my beard tie. But I was just so caught off guard, and I'm just like,
I use hair ties every day, several of them actually.
oh, there you go. Bill left it
I've
on
got
the-
long hair, but I just put hair ties like all the way down to keep it from going all over the place.
Tampons are great to steep tea.
Yeah, vampires, baby. It's all the rage in London, don't you know? From when you got shot in the leather jacket. Well, actually, I wasn't wearing that leather jacket when it got shot, fortunately. And no, none of the girls ever came at me with any of the guns I bought them. That leather jacket, the one that the police had, it does have bullet holes in it, but I actually wasn't wearing the jacket at the time. It had blood on it for another reason.
Did you ever sell that mini skirt, or is that still available?
Say that again?
That what it was, that mini skirt I think you were selling?
Oh no, yeah, no, I still have it. I had bought that for a girl a long time ago and was going to give it to her for Christmas, and then we broke up before I had a chance to give it to her. So,
You should
yep, I still got.
maybe like raffle it
Huh?
off. You should autograph it and then maybe raffle it off.
Autograph it. Yeah, well, I mean, somebody wants it that bad.
Mail
So
me.
after the knife attack, did that end it with the girl? Yeah, pretty much. I called her mom and told her to come and get her daughter and all of her stuff.
The weekend's fucking over, Lurky. He secretly wears it when he's super drunk and lonely. Nah. I have been known to put on dresses, but only on special occasions.
Well, I mean, I did. I wore that miniskirt around. I just wanted to see what women go through on a day-to-day basis. Turns out they get called faggot a lot. Who knew?
That was good. Did you enjoy like the increased airflow or something at least? I mean, that'd be one plus.
It was refreshing. It was refreshing. Better than the kilt, actually. So yeah, ladies, I do actually have a brand new Harley Davidson leather miniskirt. If anybody's interested, it's pretty small though.
He give it to you for a special price. Autographs are extra though.
Mm-hmm. What's small? I don't know. I really don't know what size it is. I don't think it says in there. I don't know. I'll
You're
send
gonna
you
have to put it
pictures if you want, but I'm not going to tell you how I know this, but I have a 32-inch waist, and it's way, way, way too small on me. So I don't know. Actually, my waist is a little bigger right now because I haven't got that hernia fixed yet. But you know what I'm saying. I don't know. It's pretty. It's really. It's Harley Davidson, so it's good leather. I might, if I don't find somebody to give it to or sell it to, I might use that leather to make sheaths or something like that.
Aren't you worried about someone finding it and just coming to the wrong conclusions about this purchase?
No, dude. When I'm dead and my family's going through all my shit, splitting it up, like literally nothing they find is gonna surprise them.
That's good.
You know, and it's still got the tag on it, so you know, it's not like they're gonna find much in the way of women's clothing in my wardrobe.
And if it still has a tag on it, you can't return it.
Dude, I bought it like fucking, I don't even know how many years ago. I'm not even sure which. I don't remember exactly which Harley Davidson store I bought it at.
Gotcha.
I remember I was in a Harley store. I don't know what the fuck I was doing there. Probably fixing my bike, whatever. But um, I just happened to see she had mentioned that she wanted a leather mini skirt, and while I was hanging out at the Harley shop, I happened to um, see them on a rack, so I went and bought one.
Gotcha.
And that was back. That was in, I don't know, like October. No, I don't remember, but I was holding it back to give it to her for Christmas. But between, had I thought of it, I would have went ahead and gave it to her. You know what I mean? Just let her have it. But
Yeah.
we broke up in between then. So like I don't have a eBay account anymore. I used to have. I had 100%, whatever the fuck they called it on eBay. So I used to do a lot of coins and knives and shit like that. So I had a really good, I forget what the rating or whatever. But I don't even have, I haven't used it in so long, I don't even know if it exists. So I don't have an eBay account to sell it on or anything. So
I always hate eBay or in Craigslist too, for that matter. You always just got to deal with scummy people.
yeah, I didn't have too much problem on eBay. I don't remember. I don't think like sometimes like a couple of the coins that I bought they weren't like in the condition that they were supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't like I always gave dirt cheap. I would go in and bid dirt cheap on like 30 coins, right? And I might wind up with two. But the ones that I got for a good price, I would just resell them, you know. And then like the stuff that I had, I don't know, like I had 300 and some people that I had sent coins and knives and that kind of shit too. But I never tried to rip anybody off, so I didn't really have a problem. I did have one person say, I don't remember. It was a brand new cold steel knife that because I was a certified dealer at that time, and I always inspected everything before I shipped it out. And they tried to say that it was used or some shit like that, and I know damn well it wasn't. Um, and I don't remember how we resolved it, but yeah, I didn't really have too much problem. Donovan, I have not heard Meow compare you to a tranny ever. To answer your question, I don't know what that's all about.
I don't think I've ever said the word tranny on any panel until now. I don't know what that's about either.
Make JT a scarf with it.
You did on your live? Do you want a clip? Sure.
Hmm.
How long?
I'm not.
How long ago was that?
I don't know. I'm not saying it didn't happen, Donovan. I'm just saying I don't remember.
I don't either. Did I specifically say tranny? Now you got me interested.
Yeah, me too. I just don't remember. I'm not saying it didn't happen. Lurky fixes cars and goes to gay bars. No one says tranny more than, well,
Dude, I love gay bars. I love when people buy me free drinks.
oh, fuck that, man. It ain't worth it.
There's this one gay club in downtown Sacramento, called Faces, but they have a fucking swimming pool in the back. And this one year after Gay Pride, I was there with my girlfriend, and there was these like two lesbians that were like floating on like a floaty in the pool, wanting me to join them in the pool. I'm like, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, but I wasn't gonna say no to that. And like as soon as I took my shirt off, all these fucking dudes started cheering for me. I'm like, oh, that's awkward.
Awkward. You have an awful lot of stories about like dudes being into you and stuff, man. If you're gay, dude, it's cool. Just say it. We don't care.
No, it don't phase me. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, didn't you have an OnlyFans where you were doing stuff for gay dudes?
The OnlyFans page was linked with a girlfriend of mine, but my chatterbait was just me.
I don't know, man. I don't care how hard up I would be for cash. Like even on my most addicted day, I wouldn't. No,
I just didn't see the big deal about it. It didn't personally bother me. Not like I knew the people looking at me. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting for the community, the latest page, or that started today, or even someone else. I'm hoping someone eventually leaks my nudes because I find that entertaining. I'm sure they're out there somewhere.
Dude, if like I don't even know, like nothing disappears from the internet, but there are some videos of me and some girls. I mean, me and my old lady would, make these stupid little bondage porn things. And every now and then we'd have one of her friends in on it, but we videoed a lot of it, and with their consent, of course. That shit, some of it got uploaded. I don't know whatever happened to it. That website got taken down, but I'm sure. I'm just waiting for the day for somebody to find some fucking Bill Powell's homemade bondage porn from 2004.
That'd be funny. There's this site. I'm not gonna say the name of the site because it's kind of fucked up. But basically, it's a forum, and it's categorized by different states, and you can go to like your specific city and state and find nude photos of women that actually are like revenge photos. I was scrolling through the Sacramento one the other day, and I found a couple exes that looked familiar. And I'm like, huh. They just post.
Yeah, I don't do the revenge porn thing, man. I just think that's not cool.
A lot of them are like Snapchat photos. People send some weird shit over Snapchat, that's for sure.
Imagine Bill get it.
Eggs.
Yeah, you'll have to imagine it because that's never happened. Not again.
So it happened once.
No, I just don't like my butt messed with. I don't like my feet messed with either. Like sometimes girls will want to suck on your toes or whatever because they think that you think that.
Oh, yes, no.
Like,
Got it.
yeah, I don't exactly kick them away, but it's just I
And
don't expect a girl to suck on my toes.
They want to like start kissing you right after or some shit. Like you just had my feet.
Yeah.
Like nah. Go get some mouthwash or something.
You guys who say they would never do another guy for drugs are lying. I'm not. Like even back when I was like at my worst, I never. There were times where like I was very desperate for oxys because that was my thing. And I was able to say no to heroin, so I'm pretty sure I could say no to sucking dick. There are certain things that you just can't come back from. You know, it's like that old question, would you suck a dick for $1 million? My answer is no, because there are things that, like, if you're a dude, once you've sucked a dick, like, you can't change that. You know what I mean?
Constantine, are you talking about The Dirty? I think The Dirty's been shut down. That sounds like what you're describing.
Oh, Jonathan, no, I'm not. No, there will be no trying. There will be no wondering. There will be no. In fact, Jonathan, if I ever see you mentioning me about sex in any way, shape, or form, I'm banning your ass. What's the worst that could happen? the worst that could happen. Okay, aside from having a fucking dick in my mouth, the worst that could happen is like all those times when like she's like, oh, well, just make sure you tell me before you come, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll tell you, and then you don't. That's probably the worst thing that would happen.
Once you suck a dick, you're considered a dick sucker, so just don't do it.
There you go. Like I can fix cars. I've rebuilt engines. I've rebuilt entire cars. Nobody calls me a mechanic. I've built houses. Nobody calls me a carpenter. Suck one little dick, and I'd be a cocksucker. Tell you what, though, if I was gonna suck a dick, it'd be the biggest one I could find.
So black then? Is that what you're implying?
Hey, man, if you're gonna do it right.
I mean,
would you let a man put yours in his mouth? You can close your eye. No. Nope. No. No, I couldn't. No. That's like there's been a couple of times, well, more than a couple, but there's been a couple of times I've been at parties and there would be girls that one of them I had no intention of doing anything with her because I mean she was very attractive and she was cool and like checked all the boxes. I had no intention of doing anything with her because she didn't seem like she was interested in me like that. Um, Fast forward through a lot of hard liquor and whatever else was going around, and everybody passes out. I wake up and somebody's, you know, uh, give a little bit of the old oral tug, and my first thought was, "Oh God, I hope it's not a guy." And it turned out to be this very attractive girl. And I'm like, all right, cool. Um, and then there was another time where a girl that I had no intention of sleeping with because she was not in any way attractive for my taste. Um, and I woke up, somebody sucking on me. I'm like, oh God, I hope it's not a guy. And I look, and it was like the second worst thing to a guy. You know what I mean? And yeah, it wasn't. Yeah. What about ladyboys? Don't count. Sabby just made a community post about you. Well, I'm not surprised. I cut contact with her last night. She's calling me a liar? Oh, oh, hell. No, that's the biggest reason why I got contact with her is because, like, I've seen her lie her ass off about a lot of things. And, like, she's still trying to gaslight me about some shit. So last night, I just fucking blocked her.
It looks like it's the same shit you were telling us how you had to make the video unlisted to get a link to her, and she's all bitchy
Yeah.
because of the timestamp. It's just stupid. That's all it is.
I don't know what timestamp she's talking about, but yeah, I did. As soon as that docs happened, I shut it down. I privated it, and then I said, "Hey, if anybody that I know and halfway trust wants it, I'll go ahead and send you the link. Just don't let any of the information out." And so she wanted the link, and in order to do that, you have to take it off of private and make it unlisted, or make it public again. But I wasn't going to do that.
Yeah.
And then she just starts bitching me out. You made it unlisted again, blah blah blah. And if she hasn't shown this shit, I will. But like she has just lied and lied and lied about things that I know she's lying about, and then she's trying to convince me otherwise. And I just got sick of it, so I blocked her last night.
Yeah, it's funny that she's trying to call you a liar regarding the situation. Like,
I mean, I can show our.
Ghetto Black.
If she hasn't showed our DMs, I can.
Nah, there's no DMs, but I mean, I don't know.
I mean, she can't keep straight. This is one of my big things because, like, I don't know how many of you actually saw her GoFundMe before it got taken down, but I got it all screenshotted. Like, and the shit, like, she can't keep straight how old her kids are or how many kids she has. And if she really does have like a 6-year-old or an 11-year-old or whatever the hell she said, like for a while she was on panels 24/7. How the fuck are you gonna have little kids at home and be on panels 24/7 anyway?
Right.
You know what I mean? If I have to put all that shit up, I will, I guess. But I've seen her lie about a lot of things that I knew she was lying about, and I didn't say anything because I didn't feel like getting caught up in the bullshit. But I had enough. Now, I mean, I'm sure that everybody here has seen her lie about things and then try to gaslight everybody and say, "Oh, that never happened," or "That's not what I said," when we all know damn well she did.
Yeah. Still waiting for her to show proof that I was the one that doxed Nanya or dude or whatever she's trying to claim to have proof on.
Have you seen? And I don't need to see it myself, but like, have you seen proof that Nanya was actually doxxed?
No, I haven't. I've seen the account go.
Neither have I.
I've seen
And
the.
I've asked a
I've seen
couple
the,
other people that.
there's an account going around as James. I've seen that, but I haven't seen any proof that either of them have been doxed above that one username that's going around floating.
But it's just a first name, right?
No, it's James' full name, I think.
Oh, okay.
But that was a part of that was part of the panel on Lockstep one night when he called me up. He's like, he came straight at me. He's like, "Why did you dox James?" I'm like, "Why would I dox James? Like, I don't even really talk to the dude, you know." Like, and then he's like, "I don't know. You tell me." I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "You're the one making the allegation. Like, don't put some logic behind it, dude." It's dumb shit.
Yeah, I've heard that Nanya was doxxed, but nobody that I've talked to has actually seen any proof of that. It's just people saying that it happened.
I had Bill. It was live on hers. She shut it down. Very pissed. What did you? Oh, yeah, James. But there's been zero. And like anyone have receipts of Nanya? Because I've seen that username of James. I just haven't seen shit on Nanya. I still have people leaving me crazy voicemails and spoofing my number all over them. Some couple of weeks ago, someone was
Sheepdog got doxxed hard.
someone someone was spoofing Tommy's number and calling me at like 4 or 5 a.m. And it's just like when I answered, it was just like little kids giggling. It was the creepiest yet sort of humorous. And I don't believe it was Tommy.
You know, see, black. I see. I don't even know what color Nanya is.
Well, the photo I was sent of her is that she looked white.
Yeah, Sheepdog, you probably should change your number and move and scar your fingerprints with battery acid.
Just set up your phone to where it doesn't ring unless the people's numbers are in your contacts. That's all you got to really do. Then even if they have the number, they can't really do shit. I've said that before, and I think that's why people were fucking spoofing Tommy's number to call me so that it would ring. Slimy ass fuckers. I heard a call
I have an app.
from JD at his work. Yeah, JD's been calling my work. That is true.
Has it got you? It caused you any problems?
Nope.
That's the thing. None of these fuckers, nothing these fuckers are trying to do has worked. Like they tried to take Cam down, didn't work. In fact, people have been donating to Cam because of that. So they've actually helped. Same thing with me. They said they were going to take me down somehow, and they can't even dox me right. But people have sent me money for bullets and just for the aggravation. So they've actually made me money.
I haven't seen
They haven't wiped anybody out of the community. So nothing they're doing is working.
someone was going around using my mom's first name and my last name, which is an actual person, but not my mom. My mom has a different last name, and like they legit like put a picture of this random lady on this account, thinking it was my mom's photo. Really creepy. I haven't seen it around. It's been months.
Yeah, they did the same thing to me. Like William Powell is not an uncommon name, and they've got the wrong one. And I was just letting it ride. I wasn't saying anything at first, but I don't want them to have problems because of it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But like William Powell, I could even tell you how many copies of the Anarchist Cookbook that I've signed for people, even though it was written the year after I was born. There was a famous actor in his day named William Powell. There's 3 William Powells in my direct family, and then I have an uncle and a cousin. Their names are each also William Powell, and then there's at least one other in the same like 3-county area that, as far as I know, I'm not related to.
Well, my last name is pretty unique, we'll say. So it ain't hard to find me. But whatever.
By unique, you mean gay?
Yes. Exactly what I meant.
Now, I heard that Vic say that like he said that he called one of my neighbors. If that's true, he didn't call my neighbor. He called that one of the other Bill Powell's neighbors and told him all this shit. It's not really funny because if it's going to cause that guy problems, but.
It doesn't surprise me that Vic got the wrong person.
Well, he's not the first one, though. Like, when FEC was trying to dox me before, they did eventually get the right one. But, like, Twomper kept posting all these pictures of people saying they were me, and I have no idea who they were. At one point, he thought I was black. It was just because they kept doxing the wrong Bill Powell. And I don't have the same address now. And in fact, I have a new place, but I'm never giving anybody that address.
People are strange, though. Wouldn't surprise me if someone finds it still.
Well, I mean, like, nothing's really impossible, but I'm never giving it to anybody from here. People like to send me packages from time to time. I thought about getting a P.O. box, but I don't really get enough packages to justify a P.O. box. Yeah, I mean, people have sent me everything from pills to knives, Zippos, all kinds of cool stuff.
Can't you come ship it to like a FedEx store, have them hold it for pickup?
Yeah, I probably could. I just, like I said, it doesn't happen enough to really worry about it. But there are no bills that link me to my new address, because I don't pay anything to stay there. The deal is just I fix the place up at my own rate, you know.
Gotcha.
Um, so I don't have any rent to pay. I am responsible for the electric bill. There's no water bill because it has its own well. Um, so I am responsible for the electric bill, but that's not my name either. That's still in their name.
Makes sense. So you just pay it.
So yeah, and like there's nothing bill wise or I'm not changing my address on my driver's license. So like there's nothing that really ties me to that place. Oh, ta. What's up, Methclaw? And y'all, I have an app on my phone, and I'm not advertising for it. I'm just saying that it works pretty good. Um, when I get phone calls, if the person's not saved in my directory, I don't even know that they're calling.
Yep.
Like you can look and see, and then it's like with text, the text I'll go to a special spot, and I don't even know that I'm getting them unless I manually look it up.
Yeah, it goes in like unknown. Mine's the same way.
Yeah. Do I ever use Google Maps? Yeah, I do. I prefer an old map and compass. 'Cause like Google Maps, out in the area where I live, Google Maps is like wrong. I think they got it off of like the road numbers and stuff and the addresses. I think they got it from MapQuest because MapQuest was always wrong too. So I don't know, but yeah, if I'm driving somewhere that's far away and I don't already know where I'm going, yeah, I use it. Give it to you. Pull up with some nose candy and some 40s. Well, that's pretty tempting. I don't really like beer, so if you can change that 40s to fifths, we might have something. Yeah, Jonathan, that's like I don't keep the location thing on my phone. I don't keep that on. And when I'm going somewhere, I don't need to put my full address in there. You just put in the town that you're leaving from or whatever. So yeah, I'm careful about that kind of thing. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to commit a crime that you plan on trying to get away with, don't take your phone with you ever. Like, don't even just leave it home. Don't even turn it off and take it with you. Just leave it. Yeah, I don't have TikTok. I don't even use it. But yeah, I mean, your phones are always listening because how many times have you been having a conversation with somebody about something stupid that you don't normally talk about, and then all of a sudden you get ads for that
Yep.
on you know what I mean? It's weird. So your phone's always listening to you.
Yeah, my phone keeps giving me advertisements for blow up dolls for some reason. Don't know how that happened.
Imagine that. I mean, probably everybody here will get ads for hair removal now.
Nair, yeah, or ball gags. I mean, ball gags, Nair.
Yeah, but everybody gets their ball gag from me around here. Which reminds me, y'all, I got to say it every year. I need to know all of your ball gag sizes before the Christmas party.
I thought we were canceling the party this year because of Sabby stealing the sodas.
No, we're just moving the location and not telling her.
I gotcha.
smoking fish oil at SeaWorld, beating up tweaking octopus, running it over with your Hummer. Interesting. Just make sure you tip your sea monkeys while you're there.
You know what's the funny part about JD calling my work? He didn't even block his number. He didn't even use a burner. He legit called using his fucking real cell phone number like a fucking moron.
Yeah, don't surprise me.
Like, you know,
Somebody sent me a thing. See, people think that they're slick when they use text now, but you gotta do it in a specific way, because if you don't, and I don't want to say what it is, but if you don't, like, that still can't be traced back to you. I'm not going to tell you how we do it because I don't want you to know, but yeah, the people think they're slick with their text now numbers when we can still sometimes trace them to that individual.
because apps like that record the IMEI, and then you go back to the carrier and figure out who it is.
It's actually simpler than that, but I suppose that would work too.
Yep, trust me. Trust me.
A lot of people need size too much, so that's a fact. Yep, Lydia, like I said, I got to say it every year. Everybody wants to wait till the last minute to give me their ball gag sizes, and they expect me to have them all ready. I mean, realistically, though, I mean, if anybody that should happen to call somebody that knows me, like, nothing they say is going to be a surprise. They're going to be like, oh, oh yeah. So Vic says that I snort Ambien. I don't snort Ambien. They're too big to fit up the straw. But no, I do not snort Ambien. I don't know if that would work anyway. But like, let's say he happened to like get the right people and be like, hey, he's out there snorting Ambien and walking around on it, rah, 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 rah. They'd be like, that's nothing. You gotta heard what he did last week. You know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna hurt anything. All right, Danielle, I'm gonna screenshot this just in case it's important later.
Yeah, that's written consent just in case it happens later. She can't go back.
Yep.
You got to be careful though with women in the community. You never know when you might find a crazy one.
Oh, it's happened.
Oh, I know.
It's happened. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying any more
You plead the fifth
on that subject. Yeah. Well, I mean, some of it's kind of like, some of it's kind of known, but I'm not gonna talk about it.
This was not a specific case. I was just generally saying, you know, bitches be crazy, you know. That's all it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, I'm not really trying to meet women off of fucking YouTube. And most of all of the ones that I've met in person, I didn't really, no, except for one. I didn't really meet them off of YouTube. Um, and people will criticize me for it, but like I do not use dating apps. I don't use dating websites. Um,
Just
so how is meeting somebody on like Discord any different from that, really? You know what I mean?
so you're not intentionally looking to hook up with someone, but let's just say you meet someone in the community and you end up hooking up. You're gonna
No, right, yeah, I'm not really looking for. I mean, for all of my talk, I'm not really looking for a girl off of YouTube, but like I've had opportunities to meet, and most of them went very well. Um,
like
but
it's speak,
there's not a whole lot of opportunity for me to meet people out here in the middle of fucking nowhere. You know,
speaking from experience. I don't recommend Tinder either. I think that would be on the same level as community dating.
it sounds horrifying, to be honest with you.
Oh, it is. It is. Trust me. The last Tinder date I went on, I was fucking catfished, and this chick came rolling into the bar in a fucking wheelchair. It just conveniently didn't mention she was in a wheelchair. Yeah, that's one of the things you should probably mention before a first date.
Mm-hmm. Um, but yeah, when we make the decision to meet, and pretty much every time, well, I mean, except for the one that lived with me for a while, of course, but um, pretty much every time that I've met somebody, except for when I'm okay, except for the one that lived with me, and then PHI and Gabby, those were different. But PHI and Gabby were just I was giving them a cat, and then we just talked about a bunch of whatever. But that's separate from what I'm about to tell you. Um, all the other ones that I've met was because they were just going to be passing through the area where they knew I lived, and they just stop in or whatever. And sometimes they stopped in for 3 or 4 days. And like I will always ask, do you want to keep this quiet or can I go brag about it? And depending on what they say is how I act.
Right.
Because there's a couple I would love to brag about, but I'm keeping that on the down low.
The guy showed up in a full cop uniform. That's kind of weird. Meow and Chuckles got married. Yeah. No. I know this is going to come as this is going to come as a big surprise to everyone, I'm sure. But it might be hard to believe, but we don't actually talk since I shared her nudes. I know that's a real shock.
You don't say.
Yeah, definitely not married. That's for sure.
I was just looking for a snuggle. Hey, I got no problem with just snuggle. I like to snuggle. I'm not too proud to admit it. I don't know. What, if she's into native Indian burial mounds, we can do that.
You ever go to one of those snuggle parties? It's a thing.
Not on purpose. Not on purpose, but like I've been to parties that kind of turned into that, where like nobody was talking, everybody was just kind of sitting, real close to each other and stuff. But yeah.
I meet all my ex-girlfriends on these predator catching live streams.
Hey, I mean,
Rod's a professional community dater up in here. It's fucking 9 p.m. and I just realized I haven't fucking eaten all day.
Oh man, dude, it's after midnight here. I do that too, though. I forget to eat. I'll go a couple of days without eating, and then whenever I feel like shit, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to eat.
Well, I fucking slept most of the day away anyway, so I kind of fucking killed my sleep for tonight. I might get like Taco Bell or something delivered though.
I finally got to. I haven't been able to take my sleeping pills the last couple of weeks because of my dad. I want to stay alert, you know, and not fucked up in case he needs to go to the hospital.
Gotcha.
So I haven't been getting fucked up here lately, but I haven't even been taking my sleeping pills. But last night, I took one, and it was nice.
We were in the chief of police state by thinking he was another guy that was running for sheriff years back. It was very political. It was a very weird situation. I mean, I don't know if that's worse than my fucking wheelchair rolling.
Well, sheepdog, and I realize a lot of ladies, like we call them badge bunnies, are into that kind of thing. But if the dude shows up in his cop uniform, that just spells smug prick to me. So you're probably better off.
It does.
How long will you two lovebirds be live for? I don't know, Mandingo. I got nothing going on tonight. So until everybody tells us to shut the fuck up, you're welcome to jump up here. Otherwise, I'll probably hang it up pretty soon.
It don't have to be gay either. It can just be the three of us.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with three guys.
Three guys talking about gag balls. Welcome to
Yeah, there's nothing gay about that. Actually, I don't know if Jilly's still in here or not, but she said she'd come up here if I got her comfortable enough over the phone. But I don't know if we've talked enough over the phone to get her comfortable enough to come up here or not. And Dominique, you should come up here too. So should Lydia. Who else? I'm ignoring all the guys.
Typical.
So should Danielle, actually.
I think all the dog scene is scaring people from wanting to come up because it's like by coming up, it seems like everyone's becoming a target.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, kind of sucks, but
Sheepdog's been up here before. That's actually how we started talking.
will Savvy
Stop simping. Fuck that.
Possibly,
I simp on all the girls. Probably Will Mandingo, but she's probably gonna dox you anyway. Then I wouldn't think you were fake. I'm not saying for sure you're fake, Danielle. Like I really don't think you are. But you might at least be married since you don't want to. You don't want to do phone calls, text only.
Oh, that private secret texting, right?
It makes me. I just feel like if somebody like never wants to talk, but they'll text like crazy, I just feel like they're hiding something. And I did have a lady in the community that she was telling me she was single, and well, she also told me she lived in a different state that she lived in, but yeah, come to find out, the reason she would never talk on the phone is because like she had a dude right there. So
People get doxxed after they go on panel. I mean, the only people that have been getting doxxed are people that have shared their phone numbers with someone.
Lydia, yeah, when you do StreamYard, you want to make sure that your real name's not on there because they're
That too.
you can choose a separate name that like Phil A. Shio. But like when you jump on stream, it also shows whatever your account name is for YouTube or Google. So if your Google account name is your name, then people can get you, and that is, but the only way that anybody can see that is if, um, well, like I can see it because I'm a channel owner, and I'm pretty sure that that's how
I don't think any of
Savvy
us,
got some people's names is from having access to locks and her own. But she's not up here, and she's never had access to my accounts.
I don't think any of the current doxes are due to StreamYard. I don't know though. I don't think any of the doxes that came out, those 10 from today, I don't think any of those were due to StreamYard. There's people that have been on StreamYard though, but I think there's other ways. I don't want to explain it.
Yeah, they used to call my channel the dating panel because there were a few females that had never been on panels before, and that I never talked to before that jumped up because of my sexy ass voice. I guess I don't know, but yeah, they used to call this channel the Bill's dating channel. But yeah, I do believe that people have been doxxed from going up on StreamYard because if your Google account is your name, and yeah, because the channel owners and anybody with access to your StreamYard can see whatever your Google account name is, because you know how you have to pick what name you want to show.
So Mandingo, there's another person there's a new account that started today, and they keep reposting the same video, but in the video title, it's someone's name and number, and there's like 10 of them.
Yeah, it's all the same music video. I forget the song, but
it's the one Brantley Gilbert song that Ed always plays, which is kind of.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I tune it out because I hate country music.
I actually like the song.
Now they call it they call it the Roofie Channel.
I think someone intentionally picked that to make it look like Ed, which is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, roofies don't work, man. I took 2 of them last night and I didn't get laid.
Pizza on its way to your house. I'm waiting for another pizza.
You're probably gonna starve to death then, Rod Plummer. Because eating pussy requires a voluntary, requires a voluntary partner.
I mean, I'm sure you could pay for it.
Oh man, would you seriously want to go down on a girl that you had to pay for?
Yeah, nope. Hard pass.
Fuck that. I like going down on girls. I mean, I really like it. Like, I can spend all day doing that, but it's yeah, no thanks if I had to pay for it.
Mia only listens to trans music on Spotify. What the fuck is trans music? And is trance music an actual genre?
I would probably stuff like Boy George and the Culture Club, maybe.
I have no idea who the fuck that is. I listen to mostly country. I have no idea what the fuck that was.
Do you really want to hurt me?
Okay, I do know that song.
Yeah, that's Boy George and the Culture Club.
Really want to make me cry.
Make me cry. Yes, I do. No, I didn't say I liked Boy George. I was just saying that that's what I would equate as trans music, like the Village People. Now you got to admit there's something about the song YMCA that will make you get up and dance even if you don't dance. And even if you don't like it.
The YMCA is one of those like audience participation songs. You can't help but fucking sing and dance when you hear it.
Right. Damn it, now I've got a fucking Boy George stuck in my head.
We can go on Nani's channel and play one of Todd's karaoke songs if you need some other music in your head.
No thanks. I heard about his rendition of 18 in Life, and
I heard about that too.
I don't want him to ruin it for me, so I'm good. I've been having fuck, man, like since May, I've been having sinus problems. So I've been able to sing. I have to scream for like half an hour to be able to sing nowadays anyway, but if I ever get over my sinus problems, I'm gonna start doing more of that. Unless you're straight singing Whitney Houston or Cher.
Hey, I like Whitney Houston and Cher both. Why you gotta hate on them?
I probably can't name. I know who Whitney Houston is, but I probably can't name a single song.
Constantine getting that sausage pizza in, that late night pizza delivery.
You get that coupon pizza.
Yeah, $7.99 ain't bad though.
I used to play. I used to go live on Instagram and play guitar and sing a little bit, but the stars have to line up just right. And right now, I've got all my guitar shit packed away.
That's another thing too. Other than just the pizza I was sent yesterday, they did send wings with it, but they were like extra like burnt, like they weren't salvageable. I was only able to make use of the pizza. I should have took a photo of the fucking wings though before I threw them out. They were horrid. I don't trust a girl that says they're married until after I sleep with them and then her husband shows up pissed.
Danielle, there might be some. I'm not sure. I think most of those live streams where I used to do that, I think most of them I took down, but there might be a couple still up. And there might be some I don't know. I don't remember. That was before I ever started doing anything on my YouTube channel. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna hang this up.
You closing down? I think I'm gonna fucking go out and
Yeah.
get some beer and a pizza or some shit. So, see you later.
All right, man. Take it easy. Try not to dox anybody on your way out. And of course, we were talking about Dick earlier, and now Constantine had to go out and get himself a 14-incher. What a slut. Something about being topped and 2 orders of 8 bone. Okay. Whatever you're into, man. I still support you. Yeah, Rod, watch those married ones, man. All right. Danielle, call me as soon as I hang this up, or you're fired. All right, y'all. Keep your powder dry, your pecker hard, and your ball gag sanitized. And stay naked.